Disappointing match off Buxton Monday night.
Yeah, it's disappointing, Rob. You know, you can see the boys training out on the back there. So the pitch in parts is getting firm, but you know, not for me. I know the pitch well, and you know, but I understand where the referee's coming from with health and safety of the players and what have you. So it's just disappointing with the game being off at Whitby on Saturday as well, and you know, we've just come off the back of a good 3-0 at home against Nantwich. So of course, different emotions in a minute, so it's hard to take in sometimes.
You've got a long trip up to Blythe at the weekend as well.
Yeah, we'll be looking forward to that, trying to get back into a game situation. I believe we've got 11 games left now, and I think the midweeks in April will be starting to a bit of a backlog if we keep having weather like this in March, you know. But you know, we've got to stay positive and you know, just make sure we prepare properly, and you know, make sure that we're not just waiting for games to come. We've got to make sure that we're ready for them.
After a few flat results, you had a very good result. So presumably the players are pretty much in the mood for it now.
Yeah, I was going to say I think we deserve more at FC United than we got with the performance, and also at Grantham. You know, second half especially, where we dominated play for long periods of the game, and then you know, against a home game against Nantwich, I think you know, a clean sheet and 3 goals is a real good way.
Yeah, a tremendous game to watch as well. Yeah,
it was 2 good footballing sides, you know, and that's one of the things that maybe sometimes when Gary's not in the side, I think sometimes when Gary's in the side, it's so easy to just pull it up to the big man and what have you. But you know, I thought it was a good footballing performance, but I thought we've had a few of them this year.
The academy side's been doing very well, steaming ahead.
Yeah, they've been a bit like the first team, Rob, really. We've done really well with a lot of results. I don't think we'd lost a game before the snow came, and then all of a sudden we've had a few little hiccups along the way, and very similar to the way the first team had gone. But no, really pleased, really pleased with the way the first years are developing and moving forward, and got real high hopes for them. And this year now, well, coming up in this month is a big time for the second years, because then they'll be told whether you know, they've got a contract or we're most probably not offering them so.
That must be a difficult time for you, really, not wanting to tell them really that bad news. Or...
No, it's difficult, but you know, I've always tried to be honest with them and tell them the truth. And I think you know, I'm only telling them that you know, they've developed well and they've moved forward, but they've not moved forward enough to get a contract here. But you know, they will. Some of them will most probably get stronger and better as you know, their career goes on, and maybe could do with another year. But we're most probably not in a situation to be able to give them that another year.
What about the scholarships? 3 important days coming up in April.
Yeah, the 8th, the 9th, and the 11th. They're filling fast at the minute. It's quite busy. I think we've got about 70 players there at the present moment. And
70?
Yeah, so it's one of them situations that we're, you know, looking at, and I still think there'll be more to come, because there's more and more players getting released at league clubs, and you know, we've got to be looking ahead and making sure that we're getting them in to have a look at them.
Is this anything to do with the influx of foreign players right at the top of the game?
No, I just think maybe one of the things with developing young players is it's more of a nurturing and developing of them, and sometimes some of them develop a bit quicker than others, and sometimes the pro clubs are looking for the actual product to be there and then, you know, where we have a little bit more time with them, and we want to try to progress them, a bit like Tyrrell really. You know, Tyrrell developed well and got a great move to Notts County, and that's what we're trying to do with a lot of our younger ones here, or the lads who will be coming in. So, you know, we're looking forward. The academy on the general side of it is getting better and better, and I'm sure the quality this year that will be coming in will be even better, because the likes of Chesterfield, Notts County, Nottingham Forest, Derby County, you know, all them clubs are releasing their players, and we've got to be, you know, getting the next best thing.
You've been having 1 or 2 excellent players on loan here from league clubs. What about the prospect of any of them coming back?
Well, maybe next year, maybe not this year. You know, we've just got to a situation at the minute that we've got to start planning for next year, pre-season games, also how we're going to go about it, because you know, we would like to go even younger in the first team. and have 18 to 21 year olds, and it's really at the present moment in developing what we're going to do and what have you. But we will be making decisions on that, you know, before April. So, you know, the club's trying to be progressive and proactive, and you know, we have a lot of support from Dave Mantle, the chairman, who's also done a lot of work and you know, put the club on the map as well, off the field as well as on the field.
Fans often think about the first team and next Saturday. You're thinking of the next 2 or 3 years.
Well, it's a bit of a funny one, Rob. I've been in here since 8 o'clock this morning, and you know, you're talking now just going past 8 o'clock at night. You know, if the game had been on, we'd have been here till about 11 o'clock. So I think sometimes I know what it's like. You know, fans, you know, they're disappointed tonight because of the game off, but they also, by the sounds of it, there was at least 200 at Whitby on Saturday, which was disappointing to see it off. So, you know, we're delighted with the support they give and what have you. And they've also got to keep remembering that we are a young group, and they still need the applause and them keep supporting like they have done since, you know, I've been here, you know, coming up to my four years now. So we're in the process of building, you know, well into our 5-year plan, and hopefully we can keep developing and moving it forward year on year.
And I noticed in the 5 minutes that we've been chatting, nobody's fallen over on the pitch yet.
I think it's one of the things when I had the team talk, I just said to them before the game, you know, it's a mental thing tonight. You know, it's cold, but we got to make sure that we're, you know, prepared mentally as well as physically. And we know we were physically. We trained on Saturday morning. They've all come in ready for it, and it's just disappointing when you've got somebody like Laurie Wilson was suspended on Saturday, and it's gone by and it was called off, and then tonight, and you know, now he's got to wait to whip Blythe Spartans on Saturday. So yeah, it's hard. It's disappointing, but you know, you can see out there in a minute there's a lot of spirit, and we haven't given up fighting it.
Excellent. Thank you very much.